You see, the weather, the worse the weather, the more the chances of success are there. The worse the terrain, the better the chances of success are there. So these two things must not never be confused, that just because the terrain is bad or the weather is not good, maybe there will be no action. In fact, that's the kind of just the kind of circumstances in which such actions become successful. The fact is that this particular ambush has taken place. It is quite clear that it is a very deliberate action. It is not a off-the-cuff kind of a thing that has happened. It is a deliberate action, and no ambush can really be without deliberation, planning, and putting everything in the right perspective. Because a little mistake here and there, then the ambush will fail. In this case, it has not failed. And therefore, unfortunately, most sadly, we have lost the men. And, there is the terrain is difficult, the weather is bad, yes, it is for both, and they have made use of it, and they have succeeded. So therefore, it will carry on. I think I can't say that the best has not been done. I'm very sure the very best must have been done. But despite this, what happens is that once you start going up and down, then you become so taking it for granted that things will not take, and someday they go wrong. And this is one of those cases that has happened. I'm very sorry for the lives lost, but in this cat and mouse game, this will happen. So we have to take it in that way. And as far as the bullets he's talking about, the bullets in automatic, Yeah, you said something. You said something?
Right. Colonel, I'll just interrupt you for a moment. We are getting some more information. Yes, we are getting some more information. I'm going to ask you a question on that as well. We are now accessing certain information from intelligence agencies that the Pakistan was actually planning an attack around Eid and also after G20. This is the latest information that we are getting. Editor-in-Chief Rahul Shivshankar joins us to get us more details. Quite a cowardly attack that has taken place, isn't it? Once again, in the region. And could you just share more details on, what is the intel that we are gathering at this moment?
Well, Srinjoy Chaudhary has been reporting also on this story, and I think I'm going to bring in Pradeep for more on this. Pradeep, what we were being told by Srinjoy earlier, and he's filed this story, said that grenade attacks on specific targets in Jammu and Kashmir to induce killings after Eid, which is about 10 days away, and this was, of course, a few days back in time when this alert came out, were going to happen. And if you really look at that timeline, then 10 days away from the period that he was referring to is about now. So this suggests that there is some degree of intelligence that was available of such a strike. Pradeep, that's quite serious.
Yes. Yes, Rahul, you're absolutely right. There had been intelligence inputs that Pakistan was planning to escalate situation on this side of the border. They were planning to destabilize situation. Why? Reason being, as you rightly said, because the G20 meeting session is around the corner, and for the first time the G20 meeting will be held in Kashmir Valley. Because holding a meeting in Kashmir Valley has got a strategic importance. One, that there is a normalcy. The second, the people from different parts of the world, they will be coming out to the place and they can see how things have really changed after abrogation of Article 370. Yes. This is something that is not palatable to Pakistan. They cannot see normalcy.
Not palatable to Pakistan, says Pradeep. Just stay on with me, Pradeep, because I'm also bringing in Srinjoy, who filed that story about that intel alert. Srinjoy, what can you tell us? And the timeline seems to be matching, isn't it?
Yes, undoubtedly. And the other thing, Rahul, the use of grenades. The intelligence reports speak about the use of grenades, of terrorists coming in from across the line of control, using grenades, and of course other firearms, but very importantly grenades. And that is exactly what we have seen today. As you've noticed, the intelligence report is about 5 days old. They said this would be around Eid, perhaps just after Eid. Today it is just before Eid. And the same thing.
Okay.
Targets were going to
just
be
stay on with me. Srinjoy Chaudhary reporting this story about 4 days back, viewers. So he's perhaps ahead of the curve, and so were the intelligence agencies. Let's go across to the former Deputy Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, Mr. Nirmal Singh. Your reaction, Mr. Singh, to this particular episode? There was intel available. Unfortunately, it was not acted upon. It was quite specific. There was talk of use of grenades by ISI.
Okay, that our Jawans they have been martyred. You know that it's a border area, and Pakistan is bent upon creating trouble here. So after they failed in Kashmir Valley to kill innocents and all that, earlier they were resorting to target killing, but we have seen that they are not able to do that and create this scare in the valley. Now they are resorting, actually the this Pakistani army is resorting to this Kawadi Act, and it's a part of that. Because the G20 is going to happen Jammu and Kashmir, especially in Kashmir. So definitely this Pakistan is picked up. Because when 20 countries representatives, they shall be there, it will give a message to the world over that Kashmir
more
is
reason,
fine.
Mr. Singh, all the more reason that you should have tightened security deployment, etc., especially when sensitive targets are moving. Especially troops in some sort of an armored vehicle, if they're moving, or in a truck like this, there should have been greater vigil, should there not have been?
I mean, yes, that's being done. And army, other security agencies, they take all precautions. But sometimes there is a failure. You have seen the terrain. This the Poonch, Rajouri, this border area, the terrain is this is forest area, hilly area. So sometimes the enemy succeeds in his nefarious design.
Okay, let me go across to Pradeep. Pradeep, are you satisfied by